Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we begin this video, don't forget to give it a like. It truly encourages us to keep sharing beneficial content, inshallah. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos on faith, spirituality, and Islamic reminders. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you and enjoy the video. There are moments in life when everything feels like a mystery. You find yourself wondering why certain people enter your life only to leave, or why, despite your prayers, the one meant for you hasn't yet arrived. But beneath what appears to be silence or delay, there is a sacred orchestration happening, one that you cannot see, but one that Allah is arranging perfectly for your soul. You may not feel it, but someone is being guided toward you. Someone whose soul will love yours, not just in words or feelings, but in presence, in character, and in sincerity. This connection isn't random. It's not based on worldly chances. It's a divine thread that Allah Himself is weaving. And sometimes, long before the two souls meet, their paths are already aligning in unseen ways. In the Quran, Allah reminds us in Surah Al-Qamar, indeed, everything we created with precise measure. This is not only true for the sun, the moon, the earth, and the stars. It's true for your life, your journey, and even your relationships. That means if someone is meant to be part of your story, they will arrive, not early, not late, but exactly on time. You do not need to chase or beg for love. When it is written by Allah, it comes with honor. The one who is meant to love and cherish you will be directed by the one who created both your hearts. Allah does not connect souls by accident. He connects them through purpose. And the more we begin to internalize that truth, the more we stop rushing and start trusting. Often, when we don't yet see the person meant for us, it's not because they don't exist, but because the timing isn't yet aligned. You may be growing in one direction, and they may be healing in another. Perhaps they're still learning lessons that will make them a better partner for you. Or maybe you are still learning to receive the kind of love that honors your worth. And in that waiting, Allah is protecting you from the wrong person, the wrong timing, the wrong version of yourself. That's how merciful Allah is. He does not withhold to punish, He withholds to prepare. And He knows that the right connection without the right spiritual maturity would only create harm. Think of Musa, Moses. Peace be upon him, when he left Egypt and met the two sisters at the well in Madian. His intention was not to seek marriage. He was running for his life. But Allah had already written that one of these women would be his wife. It didn't happen in a palace or in a crowd, but in a moment of divine alignment. He helped them at the well. He walked away. And yet, through that act of service, Allah opened the door. This is how divine connections often begin, not through loud declarations, but through subtle encounters that carry the weight of destiny. Allah doesn't need to make a scene. He simply wills. And it is. You might be going through a season where it feels like love has forgotten you. You look around and see others getting engaged, married, starting families, and you wonder, when is it my turn? But you must know, Allah never forgets His servant. He sees every tear you shed in secret. He hears every dua you make in the depth of night. He knows how much you desire a partner who will love you sincerely, with compassion, with softness, and with God consciousness. And if He placed that desire in your heart, then it's because there is something He has prepared for you in response. Allah is Al-Wadud, the most loving. His love is not just something He gives. It's something He places in the hearts of those He brings together for His sake. So when He connects two people, it's not just about companionship. It's about building a path together that leads back to Him. Some people might tell you that you're too picky or too idealistic, or that what you're waiting for doesn't exist. But Allah's power is not limited by what people say. If He created the oceans, the skies, and every soul on this earth, He is more than capable of bringing the right heart into your life. And when that heart arrives, you will understand why it took so long. Because it was being molded by divine hands. There is someone whose heart is being softened, whose past is being healed, whose path is being redirected, and they don't even realize that Allah is preparing them for you. And perhaps, in the same way, He is preparing you for them. Let this be your reminder. Even if you feel alone right now, you are never forgotten. There is movement happening in the unseen. Angels are recording your prayers. Your patience is not wasted. And your story is still unfolding. Trust that Allah is the best of planners. He connects the hearts of those who put their trust in Him. So don't let this waiting period break you. Let it shape you. Let it grow your faith. Because when the person arrives, it will be a moment of clarity. No more confusion. No more chasing. Just a calm knowing that this, right here, was written. And what is written by Allah always finds its way, no matter how far, how long, or how impossible it once seemed. Sometimes, before Allah brings someone into your life, He begins to speak through signs, not always loud, not always visible to others, but they touch your heart in a way you can't explain. These signs may not come in the form of voices or dreams, with names or faces, but in moments of deep spiritual stillness, where your soul senses that something is shifting, something is being prepared. And if you are paying attention, you begin to notice that Allah is slowly opening a path that you didn't even know was there. It's subtle, it's sacred, and it's real. One of the most powerful signs is an unexpected sense of peace. You might wake up one day, and the anxiety that once filled your chest begins to fade. You're not sure why, but there's this new tranquility in your heart. It's like the inner storm has calmed. You're not restless anymore. You don't feel the need to chase love or prove your worth. That's not a coincidence. That's Allah removing desperation and planting contentment. When your heart becomes silent enough, Allah allows it to feel His guidance. That peace is one of the first signs that He is preparing you for someone, and that He is preparing someone for you. Another sign is the closing of doors that you once wanted to keep open. It could be that a relationship you were holding on to suddenly ends, even though you tried everything to make it work. Or maybe someone you were attached to pulls away. At first, it feels like a loss. You might cry. You might wonder what went wrong. But after the pain fades, you realize something powerful. Allah didn't take something from you. He took something off you. He removed what was not written for you, so He could free your heart for something that truly honors you. What feels like rejection is often redirection. What feels like abandonment is often divine protection. Allah sees what we cannot. He knows the hearts of people. And sometimes He blocks a connection to save your soul. You may also begin to notice your own growth accelerating. Suddenly, you're drawn more toward the Quran. You start praying more regularly. You begin to value your time, your peace, and your self-worth more deeply. These are not random changes. They are signs that Allah is refining you, polishing your heart, and preparing you to receive someone who is also walking toward Him. Because the right love doesn't just find you, it meets you on the path to Allah. And He is aligning both hearts to arrive at the right place, at the right time, with the right intention. When Allah prepares a love story, it begins with purification. There are also moments of divine alignment, things you can't explain logically, but they keep repeating. You may keep seeing signs about love, marriage, or soulmates. You may hear reminders in khutbahs, come across videos, or read verses that speak directly to what you've been feeling inside. This isn't a coincidence. This is how Allah sometimes whispers to your soul through the world around you. It's as if everything is speaking the same message. Prepare your heart. Something is coming. These small confirmations are gifts. They soften your doubt and strengthen your trust. Another sign is that Allah starts to distance you from worldly distractions. You begin to lose interest in temporary pleasures, fake connections, or chasing validation. Your heart longs for something deeper, something that has eternal meaning. You don't want just romance. You want companionship that elevates you in the eyes of Allah. That's a sacred shift. It's your soul waking up. And when you begin to desire love, not just for yourself, but for your deen, your heart begins to align with the kind of partner who will cherish your soul, not just your surface. Sometimes you'll feel an unexplained anticipation, like something beautiful is close, even if you can't see it yet. It's not always logical, but your soul knows. This anticipation isn't anxiety, it's faith. It's that inner knowing that Allah is about to unfold something good. And even if you don't know when or how, you feel a sense of safety in the waiting. That too is a sign. But here is what you must remember. These signs are not promises of a specific person. They are promises of a preparation. They are reminders that Allah is moving behind the scenes, and your only job is to keep walking in faith. Don't rush the outcome. Don't panic when you don't see everything clearly. Signs are not maps. They are just gentle lights that guide you forward. So if you feel something shifting in your life, pay attention. If you feel calmer, more detached from your past, more devoted to Allah, know that these aren't just coincidences. They are quiet signals from your Creator that He is bringing something into your life, and your soul is getting ready to receive it. A connection based on love, mercy, and spiritual growth. A relationship where you are not just seen, but cherished. And above all, a bond that draws you both closer to the one who created you. Don't ignore the signs. Reflect on them, and trust the process. Because what is meant for you will find you, even if it's on the other side of patience. Before Allah brings someone into your life to love and cherish you, He often takes you through a season of transformation. It's not punishment, it's preparation. During this time, you may feel isolated, forgotten, or even confused. You might wonder why nothing seems to be happening, why your prayers haven't been answered yet, and why your heart still feels alone. But in reality, this is one of the most sacred stages of your journey, because Allah is shaping you for something greater than you can currently understand. When Allah loves a servant, He refines them. He doesn't rush to give them what they ask for. He gives them what they are ready to carry. That includes love. That includes a person who will love you not for who you pretend to be, but for who you are in truth, your heart, your soul, your commitment to your Creator. And so, before that person arrives, Allah begins to purify your heart. He removes attachments that were never meant to stay. He detaches you from people who once distracted you from your purpose. He exposes the cracks in your character, not to shame you, but to heal you. You may find yourself in a stage where nothing seems to move, where you feel like you're waiting in silence. But that silence is sacred, that pause is purposeful. In this space, Allah is softening you, breaking the layers of ego, teaching you patience, and realigning your heart to crave Him before anyone else. Because the love that truly lasts, The love that is a mercy from Allah only comes when your soul is whole in His remembrance. And the truth is, when your heart belongs to Allah, you become capable of giving and receiving love without making it an idol. This preparation is where you learn your own worth. It's where you stop settling for less than you deserve. It's where you begin to see that love is not just about emotions. It's about purpose. You stop asking, when will they come? And you start asking, what is Allah teaching me in this season? You become someone who no longer begs to be chosen, but someone who trusts that what is written for them will come with dignity and ease. This shift in mindset is a sign that you're ready. Ready to receive what is not only beautiful, but blessed. So if you're in this phase, embrace it. Don't curse the waiting. Don't rush the healing. Allah is not late. He is preparing both you and your future partner for a bond that reflects His mercy. And when the moment comes, you will look back at this season and realize that every tear, every prayer, every lonely night was not in vain. It was the soil from which your most meaningful relationship will bloom. When the right person finally enters your life, sent by Allah, you won't feel overwhelmed with confusion or emotional chaos. Instead, you will feel a sense of tranquility that settles into your heart like a calm after a storm. This peace, known as sakina in the Quran, is one of the most powerful signs that a connection is truly from Allah. It doesn't mean everything will be perfect, but it does mean that your soul will no longer feel lost or uncertain. The relationship will not demand that you compromise your values or question your worth. It will feel safe. It will feel sincere. It will feel aligned with your journey back to your Creator. Allah says in the Quran, "And of His signs is that He created for you from yourselves mates, that you may find tranquility in them. And He placed between you affection and mercy." Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. Notice the key words: tranquility, affection, mercy. When the love you experience comes from a connection written by Allah, it is not built on pressure or fear. It is built on calm, on softness, on a mutual effort to grow together, not only emotionally, but spiritually. One of the clearest signs that this person is from Allah is that they remind you of Him, not just with their words, but through their presence and character. They encourage your prayers, not distract you from them. They honor your values, not challenge them. They help you become more patient, more honest, more centered. Being around them doesn't pull you away from your deen, it deepens your connection to it. With them, you feel both grounded in this life and hopeful for the next. This person will not confuse you about their intentions. They will bring clarity, not games. They will speak with respect, not manipulation. And they will show up consistently, not just when it's convenient. These are not small things. They are signs of a heart that has been shaped by sincerity and a connection that has been protected by divine timing. Allah does not write stories filled with deception. When something is from Him, it will reflect His mercy. That doesn't mean everything will be easy. Even the most divinely connected relationships will face trials. But the difference is, you'll face them as a team. You'll turn to prayer together. You'll seek solutions, not escape routes. And most importantly, both of you will be anchored in the intention to please Allah through your bond. The kind of connection is rare, but it is possible when Allah is at the center. So when you feel peace, when you feel clarity, when you feel like your soul is at rest with someone, that may be your sign. Not because they are perfect, but because your heart finally recognizes a love that was written, protected, and delivered by the one who knows what you need even before you ask. May Allah bless you and guide you to a life filled with mercy, love, and tranquility.